welcome on in. I have been fighting OBS ever since I started it. I don't know at all what happened. I didn't reset anything. I didn't touch anything. In fact, I was recording with OBS last night and I've restarted it twice. Don't know. My chat is gone. My stats are gone. The only thing that is the same is my scene sources and audio mixer. And I don't know why that would be the same if everything else reset. It's like it lost all of my extensions. And maybe I just need to put them back. But I did not update OBS and I didn't have any updates that would have done anything like that. The only thing I could speculate is that my browser guard or whatever it's called may have gone in and deleted all my cookies and stuff, but that won't have anything to do with my applications, you know? So I don't know. I'm like, if I look a little frustrated, it's because I can't see anything. I have to have like 50 windows open just to, you know, make sure everything's getting managed. So if I miss somebody's chat, I apologize now. So we're gonna hopefully do this and then I'll try to work on it and see how I can fix it. But we have to do Coruscant, and the problem with Coruscant, you can kind of see the map right now. I mean, what is this? Some things are upper level, some things are lower level, some things are a wall, even though it looks like it goes straight. So it's like, okay, so do I have to go up and around and go this way and through the left, or do I go straight through? I mean, I don't remember all the streets of Coruscant because it's just a confusing mess. Because where we need to go is actually just on the other side of this wall, and you'll see like there's a wall here, obviously. So it's like, is there a way to go around? Is there a way to go that way? I don't know. So what I might do, I think I can do this. I'm gonna get on my bike. I'm going to, and they kind of just designed this because when the game came out, of course, they wanted you to get out there and explore stuff. I don't think I can go through here. No. There is a holocron or a datacron that you can get that's where you're walking along the tram. I was just hoping maybe they open this up. But no. Let's see. I still have a cough, and I might start coughing, but I've been drinking some tea, and it's helping quite a bit. So, oops. Yeah, so you see, like, there's a thing here, but I can go up and to the left, and then south. As long as nothing chases us, we just want to go through. We should be able to finish the Coruscant City quest line today. Unless I have any major, streaming problems. But hopefully you guys are along for the ride. And then I'm thinking, because I'm going to be playing Crimson Desert. I mean, that's what's going to happen. It's kind of consume my life at the moment. Oh, when we get done with this one, if I can fix my OBS stuff, because I've got to get that fixed. I can't defer that issue. I mean, I thought for sure I was just using one of my scenes that is a bare bones minimum scene, because it's just game, my Steam Deck if I want to, and no other accidental interruptions. And I use that mainly for my recording, so that way it's a clean recording every time. There's no accidental alerts or Discord or anything, it's just, and I thought that's what it was. I was like, well, did it copy my profile or my scene onto the other scenes, or? But no, I mean, because even on that one, it doesn't have all the audio mixer stuff, so it's missing all my extensions, is what I'm finding. So I don't know. OBS has never done that to me. But I don't want to blame OBS just yet, because it could have been my well, I use Avast, and so Avast is sometimes a little too aggressive. I have to throttle it down quite a bit, but sometimes just does its own thing. And I've already got lag. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. I think we're good to go for a quality stream outside of not being able to see everything. Like I said, I'm one of those that I'd rather have all the information in front of me and not need it than lack it. And it's messing with me. I think I do remember this quest a little bit as bounty hunter. I think you go in here and I don't think there's a whole lot you do, but I could be very wrong. Because I think with these characters here, you have the option to free them or help them or something like that. I could be misremembering. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Oop. I guess we go this way. I went ahead and picked up the heroics, so that way if there's a you know, a location that's closer to a heroic, we can just fast travel there. But I'm probably not going to do Ilum on this stream. It's really more of a Ilum's more of a if you want to go into the Hut Cartel naturally, you can go. I can go to the Hut Cartel just straight. I don't have to progress the story to get there, but it doesn't hurt. The only thing about Ilum is you got to do just a few things on that planet, and then of course you do the solo instance. I've never understood why they decided to turn those solo instances into level 70 or 80 events. I don't really know why. I mean, you don't have to be those levels to do them, but I think they're kind of recommended for 70 and above.
Get it now.
I don't understand, because you used to just be able to, like, they were designed for people who were just at that appropriate level, 20, 30, 40, whatever it was. I don't know why they took that away. It doesn't make sense to me. Because you always had the option to turn it into like a harder run, like hard mode, and then I think master mode. So, I don't know.
Buster.
Get over here. Okay. I think this is one of the first few times I've had like multiple melee guys and only like one range guy. It's weird. I was like, get over here. Crap. Press the wrong button. Already I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I got my thermal detonator. I guess I got a level and I didn't realize it. Yeah, so I got a thermal detonator. Let me put this right over here for my AoE. And then we're going to go in here.
Hello.
Oh man, I have my there it is. There we go. Thank you for subbing, Reaper. I forgot how to do this. I'm supposed to do this cooldown binds on mission shock collars used. Oh, so I go right up to him, I guess. And I do this. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I recaptured him. Okay, there you go. I was thinking, like, because there are some missions for that little pipe that's up there, you gotta, like, throw something in there to, make it blow up or whatever. So that's what I thought I was doing. Get this guy. Oh boy. I forgot I had the thermal detonator. I didn't even think about using it. But yeah, I apologize if I miss anybody's chat or anything, because I just don't have everything set up for me to be able to read it quickly. I thought there was a vendor in here for some reason. We need 18, so we might as well get these guys, huh? There we go. See, at this point in the game, it's more like busy work when you're doing these missions. It's like, hey, you gotta do this, gotta do that. But it's okay, because like I said, it used to be a real grindy game. Not so much anymore, but it used to be a real grindy game. Yeah, this way. Come here, you. But I'll probably play some Crimson Dawn if I can figure out OBS and everything. If I have to reset everything, I mean, I'm going to test it over and over, because if y'all know me, I'm just not going to, like, set up a stream. This took me totally by surprise, because, like I said, I recorded last night just for myself some B-roll content, and everything was looking normal, you know. There's normally a chat there that I can see, and even if I'm not live, you know, it'll just be right there. Nothing. And then I look to see if my, you know, any external extensions stuff, it's all blank. No idea. So I'm gonna do a hard reset on my computer. I did a hard reset just before I streamed, actually. I normally do, just to make sure. And maybe it's just something didn't load, but I closed OBS a couple times just to be sure, because it always likes to, like, well, sometimes it'll give you the option if it didn't close properly to reopen in safe mode. I said no, I don't want to do that. But then I did it like two or three more times just to test it. Still didn't help. there we go. There we go. But yeah, this is why I said you got to do 3 of these. They're all like very specific. It's this very busy work type of. All these classes are like this at the very end. It's like I just want to, you know, get to the cinematic and get that part over. But I will say, I would encourage somebody to do this with a friend or somebody else, because if you're doing the same thing twice, yeah, it's a little boring, but you get it done so much faster. Especially if they're like with a different class. And so if you would only do it once, of course, but then you'd have to go to a similar area if you're progressing about the same time. So it will be a different zone, but you know, you'll be with a friend, family member, whatever, and then they'll help you with this one. There'll be like 4 people here because they'll have their own companion. You'll just go fly through these. Yeah, I can't even. They're just barely outside. I don't know what these creatures are. They're kind of like little muskrat type characters. I don't know. Or weasels. I don't know. They're different. But hopefully everybody's having a good weekend.
I'm not the one who should consider surrendering.
This is gonna get ugly.
Save your concern for yourself.
Yeah, so the most recent update for Crimson Desert, it was kind of funny. They put out this big old patch that addressed a lot of different things. And then, are you excited for the new PvP season? I don't really do PvP on this game. The most I've ever done is like the Starfighter, which I did enjoy doing that, but I just don't touch the PvP. Because it really just does seem like a lot of people choose either PvP or just play the regular game, you know. There's plenty of that do crossover, that do both, of course. But it seems like PvP just seems to really do PvP, and so that's what they know. And so anybody trying to like get into it is like it's a murder. But yeah, the Crimson Desert had a lot of updates, and then they go into like this whole development update about what they're still wanting to do. And it was like kind of wild because, you know, a lot of times it was like, oh, here's an update, here's some things that we knew about, here's some other stuff we know about, and then that's it. They're like, no, we still have this whole litany of things that we want to work on, but we're working on it. And that was just wild. Yeah. Now there's an achievement to reach 100 valor. Yeah, you do both. Yeah, you had mentioned that before, Igor. Like I said, my OBS is acting up, and I'm missing a lot of chat. So if I miss anything here, just holler, put an emoji or something. But yeah, I loaded OBS and nothing is there except for my scene sources and audio mixer, and that's it. It didn't even, the first time I connected to YouTube, it wanted to use a Titan Quest stream key. And I'm like, that's not what I set up at all. And it was, sometimes if you're really late, like if you set it up for 1 o'clock and you show up at 3, it'll default to whatever. But I was actually early by a couple minutes. Something's going on in OBS. I have no idea. Maybe I just need to do a restart, but we'll figure it out after this stream. Just kind of sucks that there's not cross character valor levels there's a lot of stuff they remove for cross character, and I don't agree with it. I think if you do get, if you achieved it once, just give it credit for all your characters. And if you're gonna limit it for Republic or Empire, like all your Empire characters. If you did it there, then it only affects them. Or if you did it for Republic, it only affects Republic. But don't make it to where you have to grind on each character. Yeah, I feel you on that one.
You're not gonna die, but you'll beg. Anyone else feeling brave? I'm waiting. Looks like your people'd rather live. Sleep tight.
All right, rendezvous with Darth Foreman. Where is that? Oh, it's way over here. But fortunately, we have, well, shoot, there are no, I guess it'd just be faster to take a tram. Yeah, let's just take the tram. There we go. Now, I feel you on that. But yeah, I'm probably not going to do Ilum on this character after we're done with Coruscant, so this may not be a tremendously long stream. But as you know, Coruscant is not necessarily short either. It's just a lot of walking, a lot of traveling.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
So, but like I said, if we're not doing Ilum, then it's not so bad. Well, it's not so bad anyway. I don't want to put it in that kind of light. But if I was doing Ilum, it's just, the problem with Ilum is that you talk about walking. Now, granted, it's open, but it's like unnecessarily long. How the distances you have to travel to get from one location to another, and I'm just talking about the instances you do. So it's like the battle for Ilum. It's like you fight in one little pocket, then you have to run across a little battlefield. Then you go to another area and you're there forever, and then you go to another little area, and then you're in some caverns, and then it's just, like I said, I liked it when it was when you did more of as a group, as a party, and it's kind of designed that way, but it's not really good for a solo player to just do it the first time through. I don't know. I mean, if you did it as a solo, their solo flashpoint should have been like a little bit more condensed, and then if you do it as a party, they should have done, or as a flashpoint, they should have opened it up. Okay, well now there's the caverns, or this or that, whatever. Gotta go this way. Oh, ran right into the thing, couldn't see it. It trapped me. That's what I said. I'm like distracted by 50,000 things at the moment, so. Let's see. Yeah, right over here. There we go. We're right here. These dewbacks just right in the middle of the city. For some reason. Well, we know why. I mean, if you do like the Ark story, there's a zoo, and the zoo got busted up, and Now the animals are loose. But I couldn't count why there's so many, though. Because the zoo's not that big. You know? Also stuff, yeah, because I play PvP on more than one character and Valor or character specific. Yeah. 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 Also stuff you buy. You need to pay extra to unlock all the characters. Yeah. That's why, it's an easy fix. I mean, all they have to do is just make it legacy. So if you buy something, just make it legacy, or make the majority of them legacy. You can't obviously make all of them legacy, but if it's like, I would appreciate it if it was like not something that they always offer, because there are some things that they don't offer anymore. But if it's going to be a limited thing, make it legacy, because you're never going to get it again, And it definitely drives up auction house prices, but the auction house is already inflated to begin with.
Your representative, Darth Tormund.
Impressive. For an animal. The trap is nearly set. All that remains is to capture the last figurehead of Corellia's old regime. Corellia's Civil Police Force Commissioner. Somehow Commissioner Carter survived the initial purge of dissenters before Prime Minister Falcone delivered Corellia to us.
I mean, I could even argue to say, if it's not going to be legacy, then let me unlock it some way with like in-game credit or something. Items to turn it into a legacy item. Something. 1,000 credits, something.
Did the assassination attempt spook him into hiding?
Hardly. Since the purge, Commissioner Carter has rallied the rebellion. The public sees him as the last legitimate voice of the Corellian people. Carter and his Corsair officers are the backbone of the civilian resistance.
Clobbering the local hero ought to take the fight out of them.
Shattering the people's convictions will be all too easy. Corsair's old headquarters is now a formidable fortress. Our forces are laying siege to it as we speak. Their standing orders are to block off any escape. That is all.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to pay gate stuff you bought on Cartel Market for real. Already pay sub and spending extra on Cartel Market should be enough. Yeah, well, I'm just saying like in-game credit, like nothing substantial, 1,000 credits or something. I mean, but I get it. If you buy it for your one and you say, hey, look, you do want to turn it into legacy, it's just an idea. It's better than the way it is now, But if it starts off to be legacy to begin with, that's an easy fix. It's just, oh, well, I liked it for this character, but I'd rather use it for this other character now.
I won't be calling for backup.
Contact me when Commissioner Carter is in custody. My troops will cover your exit.
All right. Oh, that's an upgrade. Again, I'm kind of behind the curve right now when it comes to a lot of this stuff, because I didn't do any of the heroics or nothing. So I'm right on level with where we need to be, but yeah. Wonder if there is a vendor here though. If not, I'll just send Mako out. Yep. But yeah, I think that, like, see, there's a heroic quest giver. He's up there. Yeah, like I said, it's just the area is intended for you to kind of explore the planet. That's why it's all spread out everywhere. But let me tell her to go sell these things.
Okay.
And where are we going now? Oh, so it's in this area. Okay. So we can just head out. Head out. It's so hard to read these the Corellian maps. Oh, come on. So I'm trapped in here, apparently. Is it this way? Okay, yeah, it's this way. Jeez. Again, I know Empire, and I get lost on Corellia. Okay, we'll get on our mount. All right, Mako, man the guns. Just this way. That's right. Okay. I need a plan. So we got to go to the east, and then the north, and then the east. I do like to support the game, but that feels bad. Yeah. But like I said, in-game credits is I'm okay with, because I mean you grind for that anyway. And it just shows that you're playing the game and you're not a bot, you know. But not to, you know, have to pay out of the game to unlock features like that when you're a sub, you know. That makes I agree with that 100%. But if they're saying, hey, look, we can't just make everything legacy, we need to actually have you play the game, which obviously we are, but kind of like a are you a human type question. And then so if they make you just pay like 1,000 credits to unlock a legacy feature for an item, even if it's just a regular everyday item, you know, maybe. I'm just thinking out loud, you know, what would be some viable options. Come on, Mako, let's go. Wow, we're on the far end of this map. Okay, I like Slider though. Okay, let's do this. Didn't realize it was here. They got this gun thing and this turret, and they're not even using it. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think this was it because they had these turrets and they weren't even using it. Yeah, I kind of remember this location. It was like unnecessarily big.
Pig Buster.
I don't remember everything, honestly. It's been forever, but I think you go in here and think there's an elevator. I don't know. Hey. Is this game gonna work? I hit the attack button like 5 times. Alright, let's pull this guy. Is there a certain number I have to kill? No. Okay, good. So we can skip those guys. Well, this guy's right here, so maybe I'm just misremembering the location on Coruscant that had an elevator that I had to travel up and down through.
Well, look at you. Waltzing in here like you own the place. Come to finish what they started? Go on and kill me. You'll have 1 million citizens rioting in the streets by sundown.
Guess I'd be in real trouble if I were here to kill you.
If you aren't out for blood, why are you here?
I'm a bounty hunter. What do you think?
I think you're greedy, amoral scum, here to sell me to the highest bidder. Imperials, I bet. People you're working for, they aren't spice runners or thugs looking for a quick fortune. They're despots. Do this and you'll force billions of people to bow before the Sith. Is the Empire paying you enough to clear your conscience of that?
How about you, Igor? You prefer cranberry juice or grape juice?
Credits have a way of convincing me.
You'd sell your own mother for 2 credits.
Yeah.
Locking you up is too good for trash like you. Thanks for the chat. Now I know that what I've been doing is making a difference.
Does not.
Hit him!
Where are you? I can't see.
Okay, this guy's gonna have to go. Yeah, he's gonna have to go now.
You got me.
He pissed me
Good
off.
for you. You want a medal?
No.
You and me, this battle, the war, not even a blink in the grand scheme of things. Corellia's been around a lot longer than the Sith's little upstart empire, and it'll be around long after the empire falls.
I make do with the here and now.
Probably a third one we gotta do.
Foreman, the commissioner is secure.
Good. Our forces have control of the Corellian legislature. Deliver Commissioner Carter to the Grand Assembly. Your reward will be waiting.
Ooh. Okay. All right. So we gotta go. Yeah, Dad coming. Oh well, we can do this transport here. Yeah, this is faster. Yeah, we're cooking. We're booking along. We're getting it done. We're making our way downtown. I've been wanting to in Crimson Desert to unlock some elemental stuff, but there's a bit of a grind to do it. But I mean, I'm okay with doing it because it's not any more than what I've already done on previous streams. But it's one of those. It's one thing when you're doing it by yourself, you know, offline, and you're just figuring things out. But when you're on stream and like, maybe it's a bug, maybe it's you, maybe there's a glitch, you know, you never really know, and it gets kind of stressful, and you make, you know, it's, but when you're doing it on your own, it's, you can kind of like figure out whether or not it's actually you or not. And that's actually what I've been doing a lot of. I've been doing a lot of the main story offline. But let's take our mount. But I don't really know if can't see. So far in the game, the confusing thing about Crimson Desert is that it's an open world, but there are some features that are locked behind the story progression, and very rarely there's a situation or two where it's not really story progression, but there is progression that's locked behind being in whatever chapter you're in. So it sounds like it's story progression, but it's independent of the story, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like you have to be on Corellia, right? So I have to be in chapter whatever. I can come to Corellia at any time, but I can't do the story portion of that, right? Or I can't do, or I won't get credit for a certain faction or another if I haven't met those people officially through the game yet, you see? So it's kind of like that. So it sounds like it's story progression, but it's really not, because it's not really part of the story. And that's what Crimson Desert does from time to time, and it's really hard to tell. It's like, am I right here? So I'm clearing these guys. How come I'm not getting credit for it? You know, stuff like that. Wait a minute. I thought I was in the right place. Well, we got this unlocked, so anyway. But yeah. Oh, this is not it. What? I thought for sure this was it, because it had the little purple thing in. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Wait a minute. Oh, Corellia. What the hell, man? Do I go through the building? Do I go down here? Yeah, I think I go here. And if I was Republic, I'd have to fight these guys. Yeah, I have to go through here. Oh, okay. And this is what I was talking about. Corellia is just, it's not difficult. It's just knowing where to go. And if you're obviously not here all the time. And then the big portion of the game, if you do the game the way the game was designed, you're going to be in Section X and not really here. So, I mean, there we go. We're fine. Finally found the right location. There we go. No, right. I'm here for my reward. Honor me.
Prepare the Commissioner for the surrender.
My lord.
Your success is noted.
So is your gratitude.
Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Watch these rebels sign our enemy's death warrant.
I was in the mood to take in a show.
Each one of these guys was incredibly rude to us, so I don't have much sympathy.
Supreme Chancellor Janaris, respected members of the Galactic Senate, the Corellian people have chosen. We will not continue to be held captive by a failed system. I demand that Supreme Chancellor Janaris ratify this treaty and acknowledge Corellia as a sovereign system of the Sith Empire. It was only a matter of time. As Prime Minister for life, let me be the first to welcome you to Imperial Corellia, my lord.
Had you delivered what you promised, you would enjoy a longer reign.
If there's nothing else.
Make yourself comfortable. The trap is set. Now, we wait.
Darth Tormund desires your presence immediately. This way, please.
A large Republic fleet has entered the system. It includes the Founder, Supreme Chancellor Generos's personal flagship. These reinforcements are attempting to consolidate at the Green Gardens. You know who leads them.
Seros has been spotted?
He is a conspicuous leader. Jun Serra seeks to urge Coronet City's Green Jedi out of their enclave and press the attack. When their forces are amassed, the Republic will attempt one last offensive. You have until then to reap your vengeance.
I'll keep my visit short.
Dispose of Seros. Quietly. No one must know of his demise. Bring his effects to me.
So he's just on the other side of this area, so it's not too bad. Let's see how... Wait a minute. How do I get out of here? I'm already going the wrong way. Typical. Toot toot toot. Guess it'd be faster just go this way. Yeah, this way. I think. Hopefully not too many enemies, if any at all. Now we're good. Yeah, wait a minute. That might be a false wall. Oh well. I'm hoping I can go this way and then just go through, but I don't know. Let's see. I was hoping that would be like a way right there. Oh well. Let's see. I hope I don't have to go up there and up and over. I don't know. Let's get this salvage. I may have to go up and over. Let me see. Oh no, what the hell? I wasn't anywhere near them, but that's okay. That's fine. There we go. All right. Hopefully these guys don't get aggroed. Okay, we're good. See, I was closer to them than those other guys were, and still aggroed. All right, so we got to go through here and then make our way to the south, which is fine. Okay. I heard EA is gonna help with this game. What a shocker. Yeah, that is a shocker because they sold their association with it, really. Well, BioWare did, but is this it? Is this an EA game still? I didn't think it was. So that would be shocking just because of that. But yeah. But it also could be, and I don't know. I've been saying for a while now that I think a lot of game developers are in the know more about the future of Star Wars games, including like the Old Republic and perhaps Knights of the Old Republic, the remaster or the remake or whatever. I think they're more in the know than people realize, or want to give them credit for. And if they think, hey, look, this is going to be pretty lucrative if we have any association with that other title, and if that other title just does phenomenally well, they want to ride the coattails of it. And so it would kind of make sense for EA to say, we still want to, support it. And I kind of initiated the Jedi Sentinel run to kind of explore the whole Satil Shan legacy thing, because part of me, I have zero information about this, but just following the lore and where the breadcrumbs take you, there's so much information about the Shans that what if Fate of the Old Republic is related to the Shan legacy, not so much Revan. Revan's not really involved in this situation, but maybe it's like a grandchild of the Shans, I could see that happening, and I think that would be a compelling story. So I wanted to at least record it on the channel, of who Satil Shan is, and some of the Shans. I still need to finish my KOTOR stream on the channel. I've done KOTOR a couple times before on Twitch, but not for YouTube. So I still need to finish that. But OBS is acting up even worse, so I don't trust it to run a game like KOTOR at the moment, because I have to do so many things to get that game to actually stream. So it's a bit risky at the moment. But yeah, it kind of comes full circle with, like, I've kind of speculated that I think developers know a little bit more about either the KOTOR remaster or Fate of the Old Republic or something that has a lot of them interested in just being a part of the, being in the party, I think there could be something there. But yeah. But what you don't want to see is, you don't want to see EA to influence it in the way that they have in the past. We don't want that paywall issue. We don't want everything just locked behind other, issues within EA. We don't want it. We don't need it. They've already kind of proven that model is just simply designed for its own self-interest, and it would be one thing if it went back into the game, but it's not. It goes to the corporation, and when they don't reinvest into the game, then the game suffers from a quality standpoint. It's like you release new content, but it's filled with bugs, and it's filled with issues that the community does not want or doesn't like, or that they liked but didn't see it optimized. And you just get the sense of abandonment with it. That's not what you want. So yeah, we want, you know, support, but as long as the EA is not influencing it in a way that's going to make it detrimental to the quality of the game. If that makes sense. I don't know. We're almost there. We are almost there. I'm looking forward to killing this Jedi, though.
Gotta be more careful.
He's been a pain. And it's interesting that they make him a green Jedi, which is, you know, probably the closest you're going to get to what a gray Jedi is supposed to be. But he's just self-serving, you know. You get somebody who's like really good, like Satil Shan in this game, who there's no confusion like where she stands and what she's doing. But you get this guy. He just needs to go. It is also interesting. Well, I'll talk about it later, but I mean, oh man, this gets him away. But yeah, I mean, you know, any kind of like assistance EA wants to do for the game, hey, you know, more power to them. We are going to be doing the Trooper after this, so stay tuned for that. I'm looking forward to it. The only group that I've done less than the Bounty Hunter in this game is Trooper. So we'll see. We're going to get to listen to Jennifer Hill all over again. Okay. I think they're all casters, though. No. This is the only caster. Get him away from Mako. There we go. Getting there, y'all. We're getting there. Oh, we have to kill 9 more Jedi. Great. All right. Let's throw this at this dude. He's level 50. I think he's the first level 50 that we faced. What's in the cartel market? Anything? Let's take a look. Ooh, red on red. Oh, this is new. For me, it's new. Bionic Overlord's chess piece. The crown is killing me, though. That's a bit much. I think I could do without the crown. But I don't hate this vest. You know, it's not like overly, you know, thirsty. but it's got that little bit like it's not a cape. I like it. This is actually pretty good. I like this a lot. I love those little like things in the leg that for the that grip the leg on the side there. It's a nice detail. It's a nice piece right here. This Bionic Overlord's armor set. The crown's just got, I don't know who that's not a good idea. And I've always said I like this one, but I hate that bow. That bow is horrible. That belt. Let's see, where is it? Belt. Yeah. It's a little bow at the back. It's just nah. If we did this, see? This is pretty thirsty. And I love this little like rope belt. But it's got a bow. What? Why? Anyway. Here's an ultimate cartel pack. Let's get one. We haven't bought one of those for this set before. Let's take a look at it. Used to, it was like maybe 1 in 2, 1 in 3 cartel packs. This was back in the day though, that they would give you something really good. Now it's like, I don't know. I think I've opened like 8-10 packs before I got anything decent. And even then it was like a gold or something, but it was a pet that it was just, I didn't like it. It was one of those cybernetic monkey guys. I didn't like it at all. 3 silvers. Corso rigs customization. I don't care. Scrap. Prehistoric workbench. Nice. And then hollow sign night bar. Oh, that's what I've been asking for. That's exactly what I've been asking for. I said every time I would go to like Nar Shaddaa and I'd see those neon signs, I was like, I want one of those. Where do I get those? And I speculated. I was like, maybe they have them, but I haven't really cared enough to look. But I just got one, so that's that makes me happy.
Scared of you.
Get over here. Mako, I need you to get over here. You're way too close to these dudes. Jeez. He's annoying me with that. Oh man, it's so annoying. He's attacking me and then Mako gets blasted into another group. That could have been bad. So we're gonna do this. See, this guy's much easier. And they were both just strongs. He wasn't like an elite or anything. He was just a strong. That was annoying. 2 strongs. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get over here, Mako. What the hell? Oh, give me a break. This guy's pissing me off. Yeah, the Savant. They're annoying. They don't have nearly the cooldown I do. Yeah, these savants have got to go. Oops. Press the wrong button. Get off of me. Oh, I do not like those savants at all. at all. Because they're force based, but they're a little bit too tanky for that. So don't like it. Come over here. Get over here. There. Much better. That one was much better. Yeah, he killed Westwood. I'm sorry. Like I said, I don't have chat right in front of me. I have to like find it. Yeah, he killed Westwood Studios and they made Nox my favorite childhood Diablo-like game. I remember Nox. I never really played it, but I remember Nox. I remember Nox. Yeah, EA killed a lot of things. EA banned me from Apex, and I've never played Apex. And what happened was, so my family, we all had Star Wars accounts, and back when BioWare created their own launcher for this stuff with Origins, I had my Origins account, and then my son wanted the collector's edition, and I was like, okay. So they wouldn't let us, I don't know, for whatever reason, when the game first came out, it wouldn't let me purchase it for him. And so it gave me the collector's edition, and then I had to repurchase it for him, and then they did something weird that they did our accounts, just me and him. And it was fine. I mean, for Star Wars The Old Republic, and only for Star Wars The Old Republic, I had to play on his account, and then he played on mine. So, and, you know, because I have an authorization key and everything, so, you know, it was like all me, you know, so it's no big deal. And then when it switched over to the EA launcher, it banned me from Apex. Like, I've never played Apex. He's never played Apex, so it wasn't anything he did. And I'm like, it's so stupid. And it's I've had so many people like, you know, just send them a message, and I'm like, why? I don't care about Apex. But it's so funny to me how badly they've done things sometimes. It's like, I've never even played this game. How can you be banned from a game you've never played? And it's not like I was banned from Star Wars The Old Republic, where we had the accounts that were different. I was only banned from Apex specifically. Stupid. EA has messed up a lot of things.
An intruder.
Go. Do your part to liberate Corellia. This is a private matter.
This dude. Go. I'll handle this. I'm better than, I don't need no help. I don't need no man. Man, shut up.
I didn't say your friends could leave the party.
You know what's required of you. Go. As you wish.
Bunch of little
May the Force be with you.
lapdogs.
You're persistent. Stubborn. I suppose that's why you excel at what you do, but the price is high. What won't a Mandalorian put aside for pride?
What I do is who I am.
What you do is ruin lives for profit. Nothing I did altered that truth. You chose to murder Kelly and Jarl, just like you chose to kill everyone sent to bring you to justice. You could have surrendered at any time. You chose to become a murderer and terrorist. I only turned all that senseless destruction toward a righteous purpose.
Dude, you were in the middle of this little enclave that you have, and you let all those people die in front of you. You could have met me at the entrance, but no, you're back here hiding like a little coward.
All I see is a lot more senseless destruction.
Too many were content to blind themselves to the Sith's evil in hope of peace. If using you to expose the Sith's true face has dirtied my hands, so be it. It's time to answer for your
This
crimes.
righteous indignation just pisses me off.
When I'm finished, you'll be glad no one was here to watch you die.
See who's laughing. You done yet?
You're gonna get it now.
I was right in between my sequences when he throws me there. Throws me again. Alright. So the only way you can get some cheap shots in is by freezing my attacks. Okay. Okay. Show's over.
I won't be the one after all.
Oh.
Looks that way.
Take his armor though. It's pretty cool armor. I like how it's nice and white. Sparkly. Yeah. Okay. So we can just leave the way we came, right? Yeah. Return to the Grand Assembly. I'm definitely going to leave this area before I do that, because sometimes doing these class quests, if you just go straight out, the intention is that somebody like meets you at the door or something, and so if you like fast travel out, the game doesn't give you credit for finishing it. So I always on these class ones like to try to finish like this, and then I'll fast travel. Okay, so we are going where? Over here. Man, this is so annoying because it's that building that I have to go all the way around just to get next door. Yeah. Oh well. It's fine. This should be it. Do. Well, let me get rid of those. Yeah, because it just indicates like it goes straight through, but it doesn't. It's hard to see on y'all's side of things, but there is like a little square that looks like it just goes right around. Are we sure it doesn't actually go through? Yeah, no, it's a dead end in here. It's so weird. Okay, Mako. Man the guns. Going yeah, it was to the south. Glad I didn't go all the way to the other side of the map. Not that it's needed, but if they gave an option to do a like if you're trying to find the quest, like the direction to go, especially on Corellia, if they had just put down like a hotkey button that like said go that direction, like it just shows up very briefly on the screen. You know, like Witcher senses or something. Tomb Raider senses that says tutu. It's like, okay, I gotta go this way. So you're not going like half the map in the wrong direction. So most maps aren't this problematic, but Corellia is a problem. All right, I think we're finally here. All right. Now we don't want the Kashyyyk. Oh no! I didn't realize there'd be another fight. This, I don't remember. This is funny. Okay. Defeat the Jedi Strike Forces. All right, whatever. Okay. She's got an interesting look about her. She was a very dark green. Oh, that's all. I thought it had to be like 4 like strong forces.
Pathetic. I did not see Seros. You were successful?
It sounded like that neck pop hurt. Your thoughts on gatekeeping materials on a weekly resets? I mean, we're probably on the same page. I don't think it's necessary. I don't see why they want you to keep returning to the game, but then it becomes one of those World of Warcraft grind things where it's like, I'm not here to play Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm just here to have fun, right? I'm not here to like make this my job, right? Make it to where you're rewarded for your hard work. So if you have a surplus and they say you can't keep all of it, we'll let you keep like 33% or 50%, 75%, whatever. I mean, it rewards you, because what if you go on hiatus for a little bit for one reason or another? It's not your fault, but you don't want to be like punished for coming back to the game with no, nothing to show for it. You want to like, this is where I'm at, so I can kind of get back into it. And you don't, yeah. It's a little short-sighted to just make everybody have to redo everything over and over. I'm not a big fan of seasons. That's why I don't like the Diablo seasons. They're starting to figure that out. So, sometimes like they go from seasons like, this season's not so good, this season's not as good as that first one or the third one. But you get that a lot. And it's like, well, nobody wants to relearn how to play a game that you just like playing. If they just, optimized your game, made it enjoyable for you, people are going to return to it just because it's a good game on the base game level. And you start adding to it, then people may want to actually buy the base game instead of a DLC because of the fact that it's so enjoyable for people to return to over and over. But you keep reinventing the wheel, and it's like it's like, I'm not going to do it this season because I don't really like playing as a necromancer. And that's the optimal build, because if I do anything else, it's just, I'm struggling for no reason. Nobody wants to do that. Because at the end of the game, that's not what that game's about. you know? And so I'm not a big fan of seasons. I just, you know, so if there's a, like you had the PvP season, if there's something interesting within that PvP season, yeah, but make it enjoyable to where you come in and let's say you miss a season because of emergencies or just not having access for a while, whatever. You shouldn't have to feel like you know, are missing out or something, or having to like figure it all out when you come back, you know? It's just when you do bonus quests for each character, you hit the cap fast. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, you know, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, I mean, you're going to have your moments, but at least you're committing to understand how the game works, and so that you can appreciate someone like yourself who knows enough about the game to be able to criticize it, you know? It's just one thing to say, I just don't like this, I don't like that, I don't know why I don't like it. But you've obviously played the game enough to where you know, some things just don't make sense for reasons, you know? But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of seasons in general, but yeah, but if you want gear character is bad. Right, that's what I'm saying. If you gear new character is bad, yeah. You're right. And it's like, I don't want to create a whole new character for the purposes of a season. That just doesn't sound like it defeats the purpose of the game. I mean, you know, there's a reason why people still play Grim Fandango. Grim Fandango? No, not Grim Fandango. Jeez, this is not Grim Fandango. It's the ones that made Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn is still being developed even to this day, and it is an old ARPG, and it still has a following because it doesn't try to make everything all brand new. Now, granted, it's not as great as it, you know, I could say the quality is. I couldn't say the quality's always been there, but it still has a huge, massive following. But they're not doing, as far as I understand, they're not doing seasons, you know? So, and that game's much, much older than Diablo 4 and Diablo 3, you know? But, I don't know, that's just one example.
Take a look for yourself.
Only Jedi would call something this fragile Battlemaster.
Battlemaster some sort of special honor?
Before our return, Jun Seros taught all Jedi the art of conflict. His death is a crippling blow to the Jedi Order. And without Jun Seros at his side, the Supreme Chancellor is exposed. Victory is close.
Victory is at hand. You'll notice that I'm not coughing nearly as much. I mean, this tea is just like magic for me. I haven't felt this good in ages. It seems like 4 or 5 weeks. I'm still coughing from time to time, but I couldn't even produce 1 or 2 sentences without wanting to, you know, feel like I may have to call the stream soon.
That's going to get us the Supreme Chancellor?
Once the encryption is broken, we will know this data's true value.
You know more than you're letting on.
Jun Seros came here aboard the Founder. He was privy to its security protocols, landing codes, even the Supreme Chancellor's itinerary. My subordinates will transmit the relevant data to your vessel when it's prepared. Until then, make yourself useful to Darth Decimus. The battle for Corellia is not yet decided.
All right, so use our ship's holo terminal. Let's go to our ship. It's not like I have unlimited time to play the game. You hit the nail on the head. It's not a job. Shouldn't be a job. You're just trying to get new gear, new characters. Makes you wait each week to progress in gear. Yeah, I know. And once the game starts thinking like this is your job, they've lost the point.
Our people have a saying, Alit or Taldin. You know it? Family is more than blood. I'm glad you came to Terrace.
It's lucky you decided to tag along with me.
Luck had nothing to do with it. I know a sure thing when I see it. I'll watch your 6 no matter what.
Yeah, Torian. Blizz.
Mo kila mo klunki. Yat, ang bumpa borsuda. Bedwana urbi kila wato banki. Dunko podokanoda.
What's so special about this little gadget anyway?
Mana ache noka. Kuka du choski na wakuchusa. Yo makta chi pompota.
It's obviously something you put a lot of care into.
Tuntazuza nerko. Higata loya. Okata uzazul. Chesko yeskia chanaka. Bumpa kom chinka. Tantazuza cheska pakuta. Kiskata wata.
It's fast only because I have max characters and bonus quests on them. Yeah, I mean, but see, I like those things in the game that they add events for, well, events, that's what they're called. But like, I like the bounty hunter event. So you pay the credits to get a bounty contract, and then you go and try to do it. And they're not, depending on your level and depending on your gear, they're not super easy. Me and my wife used to have to, team up and do them. And so it was like me and a companion and my wife and her companion to take out one guy, because it was always an elite, it's like a champion. It was not easy, but we got a lot of rewards from that. And I like that type of stuff. I like events. I don't like seasons. I can't say that enough. So get creative with your events. I mean, create more of those. And because you look at how many planets there are, you don't have to have an event that is just, and they're starting to do some of that. You'll notice like sometimes they'll have something on Manan that's more of like it's not quite an event, but it's kind of similar to an event. And then they'll rotate it around like a daily or something. But it's like just you're almost there, just turn that into an event to where the things you unlock are interesting from that. You get rewarded perpetually because your reputation is solid with them now, and maybe they unlock the ability to do a flashpoint or something, and that unlocks unique gear too. Stuff like that's the way to go, I think.
You're not gonna believe this. I heard from Hilo. She's willing to take me back if I'm willing to show she means more to me than me. Sent the message certified, credits on delivery. Whew, almost cleaned me out just to have it delivered.
She's nobody's fool.
Never was. If it had been my plan to steal the money, she'd have sniffed me out. That just sort of happened. I learned my lesson. I feel like I'm back in my prime. Not that I'd slipped, I'm just unburdened. I owe you for that, so I thought I'd say it. Don't go making a big deal out of it.
Never.
I've got to hand it to you. You really surprised me. You're not what I would call a conventional partner in crime. But we're really turning out to make quite the team.
Letting you live was one of my better decisions.
I do think it's because we got all of that pesky trying to kill each other out of the way early. You and me, we're going to carve out a criminal empire, or at least accumulate one heck of a fortune. Your children's children won't know what to do with it.
I'm having children?
I'm telling you, wild space is the limit.
I should have shot Galt just for that comment. Okay. Something I was going to say. I don't remember.
This is where I get off, runt.
Where are you running off to all of a sudden?
Found me that slimy Hud I was talking about. He's been getting fat and happy all these years after crossing me. Time he gets what's coming to him.
I don't mind tagging along if you need another blaster.
He owes me a lot of bad blood. I plan on taking my time to bleed him. You ain't gonna rush me this time. Try not getting killed. Gonna want something to do when I get back.
I remember now.
You're back.
Ain't like a bunch of hut flunkies was gonna give me trouble. Would have been back sooner, but the slug and I had a lot of catching up to do.
It was about Starfield.
I assume this grudge of yours is finished.
Only thing left for that hut is getting hosed off the walls.
So for me, Starfield, when it came out, wasn't really a failure as a gameplay. I had a lot of fun playing it, but I do know why people don't like it, and it's definitely not my favorite Bethesda game. I mean, nothing's been my favorite Bethesda game since Morrowind. Morrowind was peak Bethesda. But I love that low-tech looking sci-fi stuff, like Alien. Like the Alien, you know, you have like those green screens with the DOS type, you know, stuff, and like I love that. I love the simple interiors, you know, like in Alien, everything's white and it has like some cushion here and there, but it's not meant to be super comfortable. I mean, obviously, if you lose gravity or something, or you don't want anything just kind of like everywhere, right? Starfield really captured that. I think they did a great job in that aesthetic. Now, we're not talking about gameplay. We're not talking about the loading screens. We're not talking about any of that other stuff. I'm just talking about the aesthetic. And Einon Zur, who did the music for it, I think was just great. That was one of the best soundtracks. Not from the first song to the end song, but just at moments, it just was so good. It was that quiet sound that was there. It was never redundant. It was always interesting. The combat wasn't over the top and in your face, kind of like the cyberpunk way of doing it, which I love cyberpunk, but the music just over and over the same. Was it Wendigo Doll? Wushu Dolls or something? Anyways, the same song over and over and over. But yeah, Starfield, some of the things it did was just phenomenal, but most of the things it did was just average at best. And so for me, it's nothing wrong with it being a 5 out of 10 game. That's mid, that's average, that's good. That's not extraordinary. That's not, you know, really, really good. It's not something I can recommend, but it's not bad. It's like, it seems like everything nowadays needs to be like a 10 or it's a 2. And if it's mid, that's like a 2. I'm like, that's not accurate. Just for me, Starfield wasn't a great game, but I had fun playing it. I really enjoyed the shipbuilding part of it. I think it could have been cleaner. I think it could have been a little bit better in some of the ways it did things, because I wanted more flexibility to design certain things, because once you make a ship, as long as it's aerodynamic, who cares like where this or that is? But you had to kind of be real specific with it. No Man's Sky doesn't do it any better. It's about the same. But I really appreciate the aesthetic of Starfield over No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky to me is very cartoony. It's not. It's over bloomed. It's just a personal choice. I like that very. Now, I will say this. I didn't do a lot of mods for Starfield, but I did do one particular mod that was a filter. It removed filters. Believe it or not, it removed the filters for every single scene, and suddenly it was a gorgeous game. The filters they added were like, you would look at a sky and it was kind of like hazy or brownish or whatever, and you took it off and it was gorgeous. It looked great without the filters. Like, why are they adding things that it didn't need? You look at space and it was kind of like a whitish, overcast type thing. Like there was like a cloud over it. And then you remove that filter and it's just black and white stars. Gorgeous. Then you would see like a red star, a little blue star, something. Like you would see those things. It was one of the best mods I ever got for Starfield, was that remove all filters. And that's all it did, was remove the filters, and it was a gorgeous game at that point. and I re-downloaded it because they had the update with it that came with it that just came out 2 days ago, and I saw all these content creators playing, and I thought, is it good? Is it? I went to each one. Each one of them was sponsored by Bethesda, and this is why I tell you guys, I will never, ever, ever take a sponsor. Because if I'm going to play a game and I enjoy it, you're going to know why I like it. You're going to know I'm enjoying it. I'm never going to do it for personal things, you know, like outside of. I don't want to, in any way, shape, or form, 1% influence somebody because I'm getting an unfair advantage over that situation. Just don't like that. Again, I will never. Till the foreseeable future, I will never take on endorsements or sponsors or anything. You guys are gonna get what you get. If I like something, I'm gonna tell you I like it. And if it's a competing thing that, you know, somebody who sponsor me, I mean, I may not be able to say that, but I can say about, you know, anything that I like. You know, I have a Shure microphone. I have an Elgato a Stream Deck. The camera I'm using is an Elgato camera. It's a 4K. It was super cheap, but it's a 4K camera. It was super cheap. Outside of that, you know, I have Intel processor, things like that. I mean, I don't want to sit here and say like what you can and can't use or whatever, because somebody's paying me to say that. It just rubs me wrong. So anyway, but yeah, a lot of people like were playing Starfield, and every one of them was sponsored by Bethesda, and I just thought that was crap. Do you enjoy playing it? They weren't enjoying it. They were just sitting there. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of interesting. We've got a whole lot of space here we got to go figure out. And like, well, have you not played this game before? And it's okay if they haven't, but I mean, you got 400, 500 people watching you. You don't know anything about the game? It's been out for a little while, and they're sponsoring you? I don't get it.
You know what? You're okay.
Suppose I could do worse than that.
Hey, from me, that's the highest praise. When Braden first talked about you, I don't know what I expected, but whatever it was, you're better. What I want to say is, you're awesome, and if you were lost in the same sector, I would definitely give you directions.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right, anyway, you get the point. Let's get back to work.
I think that's the end conversation for everybody, though. I have an RTX 5070? Yeah. Well, like, you know, back in the day, it used to be like, do you like NVIDIA, or do you like, what was the other one? That's how long ago this was. It was NVIDIA, and who was the competitor for NVIDIA? Jeez. Don't even remember now. But NVIDIA won the GPU awards on that one. That's for sure. Oh, I'm supposed to use my holo terminal. Oh, not the intercom. The holo terminal.
The Jedi are broken. The Republic forces are in disarray. Now is the time to strike. You will depart Corellia. Make for the Founder, the Supreme Chancellor's flagship, immediately. The Founder's landing codes will give the Republic fleet little reason to fire upon you.
Were the landing codes the only thing of worth?
Only the most relevant. The data retrieved from June Seros has proven invaluable. Captain Horn has prepared an SOS signal using the Republic's ciphers. When you leave the spaceport, you will be pursued by our ships. The Republic will allow you to board, or they risk allowing one of their own to die. We will give them no time for doubt.
Will your pilots know I'm on their side?
Their orders will be to stop you at all costs. I expect you can handle it. You will reach the Founder by any means necessary. Once on board, your first priority will be to destroy all crafts in the adjacent hangars, to prevent the Supreme Chancellor from escaping.
Does Seros's data specify what's docked in those hangars?
Leave nothing to chance. Destroy anything capable of spaceflight. With no means of escape, only the Supreme Guard will stand between you and your prey.
I'm ready to depart for the Founder at any time.
I will await you on the Tyrant. The Supreme Chancellor's fate is sealed.
Alright, so I don't remember this. I think it's kind of cool. I just thought we were done. Like, when you get done with Corellia, you're done. I guess not. This has got to be the last one, though. It's got to be. Yeah. I do like fighting on these spaceships, though, because it's a little bit more straightforward. Not always, you know, not always, but most of the time. All right. So for this one, who should we take? Because I don't think this is one that we'd have to worry about Mako being, you know, Mako. Should we take Blizz? Or should we take Galt? Guess we could take Blizz. I'm out of my tea. I'm out of my other water. I need a refill here soon. How about this? Let me just refill my drink. Oh man, Blizz. Okay, well maybe he'll like, he's right there at the next level. Wapo. Moderate. Ah, nice. Now he's level 9. Very good. Usually when you get into one of these, there's like a vendor real right here, but let me just send him off so we can... Anything left over, we just sell. Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna refill my water real quick. Maybe get some more tea, because I'm definitely helping quite a bit. And I will be right back. I won't be very long at all. right, there we go. All right, I got my drinks back. Well, making some tea at the moment, and pull this up, pull that up, pull that up. Jeez, I can't believe I have to do so many things just to see my chats. All right. Yeah, see, there's a medical droid right here.
Stand by for examination and suggested products.
Repair those, sell these. Oh, and this is something they give me. Oh, and I need to buy a couple more of these. Where did it go here? 30, 84, 104. This is okay. Put this over here. Buy a couple more of those.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Do that. We have 11 minutes left on this experience boost, but we have like 6 more, so we got plenty. So let's get this done. Oh, I did use it. Seems like we've been here. Okay. Yep, it's right here. Defeat the Firewings captain. Oh, jeez. They ran right up to me. I was like, where are they? I don't remember, like I said, this particular quest, but I am wondering if this is somewhat of a setup, because oh, I just have to click the ship, because if we're defeating smugglers and things like that, I'm wondering if that's going to look like we went rogue or something. Don't remember. Don't know. Okay. I thought it would actually show me a little bit more than that, but that's okay. That is okay. Let's see, there's a vendor in here. Might as well sell this stuff. I mean, he's right here.
Stand by for examination and suggested products.
Oh, I guess I might as well
You're fit
also
for duty. Return to your post.
Get rid of this, get rid of that, and put that there. Oops, that's 3. Let's do this one there. Yeah, just some health pack, just in case. Just in case. All right, more dudes. Okay. Yeah, this 50-50 when it's like a melee, ranged, they split you out this way and then they go toward Blizz. It's just, it's like, I'm not doing the melee only build at the moment, you know, it's a little frustrating. It's like, just come back over here. Sabotage the escape pods. Okay. Do I need to be in here? I don't know why they put those two guys like that. Like, if they had a mission saying, hey, look, you have to like kill a certain amount of like those strong guys or something for a bonus, that would make sense. But nope. See how like they're running at me and this guy's ranged, or they're running at Blizz, I should say. It just, I don't know. I mean, there's an obvious reason why the game does that. It's just kind of, you know, make you play within the way the game's designed. But the enemies go toward where there's the threat, and if you don't build enough threat, then they go toward like the healer, which to them is the biggest threat. And but that's why I almost, you know what? I'm gonna put Blizz on DPS for now. And then when we get to where we got to go, then we'll switch them over. That should die. Yeah, I was right in the middle of like, you know, this one deadly onslaught. What this does is when you cast it in it's an AoE, but anything that's not a strong or elite, they land on the ground and they just take that damage. I was in the middle of doing that when he knocked me like that. Just, like I said, it CCs, it interrupts, and it pushes me back out of position. I hate that action in this game. Hate it. What? Oh, look at that. Don't like that either. So I pulled him in because, you know, I was like, well, I you know, want to do the melee up close. Then he like rolls back. I'm like, what are you doing? Like he's trying to get in position or something. Definitely dies a little bit faster with Blizz actually doing DPS instead of healing, but I got no healer, so I got to be careful with this. We should be okay, though. What's in here? Yeah. Probably have to come back this way. Yeah. I'm glad Bliss took care of them because I didn't even see a guy there. Hello. Okay. Yeah, everything's laggy. Like big time. Look, I'm still like in this position where I'm typing. What is going on? Game's acting up. Definitely don't need the game to act up at this end, you know, at the very end of the game. Let's see here. Sabotage it. So I'm going to put on healing. So don't trust that it's going to go to a cinematic and then we're going to be kind of screwed. Okay. But this is a lot more interesting than being on Corellia, that's for sure. Okay, so what are we doing now? Oh, I gotta go out and around. So that room that I looked at before, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to come back here. I have to come back here now. Here we go. Defeat the Supreme Guard. Oh, it's just these dudes. They made it like an arena battle or something. God damn. Jesus. How about this? Nope. Nope. You're not gonna be healed. The other guy heals him. Okay. How about this? You don't like that, huh? They finished off the whole campaign with my two least favorite abilities. Okay. Let's go in here. Let's handle it.
So many people willing to lay down their lives for me. Should never have come to this. There's something I want to tell you before you do what you came to do.
It's not every day I get to chat with the leader of the Free Galaxy.
I'd ask you to sit, but I prefer not to kid myself. I reviewed the reports surrounding the operation to apprehend you. It's atrocious. A monumental abuse of power. I don't condone what you were doing, but I understand it. It was just your job. June made it personal.
It would have come to this eventually. Your good business.
Maybe before, but now I wouldn't be so sure. I've declassified the details of June Seros's actions against you. Soon the Senate and the people will know that elements of my administration doctored official records to further a personal agenda. The fallout will be tremendous. No matter how our meeting concludes, I'll be removed from office.
I'm sure it wasn't easy to come clean, knowing your career would be sunk.
June had no right to deceive the public, and neither do I. The people must be able to believe their leaders. The false accusations will disappear as the truth is separated from the lies. It's not a clean slate, but it's what you deserve. I'm willing to take things a step further, if you're willing to work with me.
One good turn deserves another. What are you offering?
Immunity. If you're willing to show me you're not firmly in the Empire's pocket. June believed you were in league with a Sith named Tormund. Is that true?
Tormund sent me to collect your head.
I feared as much. He's using us to make his mark. Tormund's a monster. His troops have been butchering Corellians. On Raban, he flattened kilometers of homes, businesses, hospitals. A man like that can't be given more power. Let's fix this while we're in a position to do so.
This discussion is over. I agreed to this hunt. I keep my word. I've got the Supreme Chancellor in custody.
Good. Make for the tyrant. The fleet will cover your escape.
Alright, so we got him. And he cleared our name anyway, in a way. So we didn't necessarily have to spare him just for that to happen. So... hate that. Didn't even give me the option to like free myself, which is this determination. You can remove the CC. Didn't give me the option. Didn't like that. Oh, you come over here. Stop slapping me. I hate that. I mean, like at the end of the game, it's just way too much. I've faced like 8 enemies now that do that. Oh, I hate that. Jeez, I can't kill him enough. Why is this sabotaging? Yeah, I was supposed to sabotage both. Oh, whatever. Well, that was hilarious.
Is it care or squeamishness that brings the Chancellor to me alive? The effect is the same. Today we have shaken the galaxy to the core. All will know our names and tremble. Relish it. There will be other victories, but none this sweet.
The only value I attach to a bounty is what you're willing to pay. We better settle up.
You're a valuable asset. Perhaps my most valuable. I will make good use of your talents when I take my place among the Dark Council.
Anytime you need someone to make room for you at the top, you give me a call. Just make sure your offer is competitive. This is a business after all.
I would expect nothing less.
I don't know. It's those enemies that just hit you, slap you basically, and knock you back. I didn't have to see so many of those at the very end. That bothered me so much.
Foot massage. Just say the word.
Do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. Everything's an upgrade. Good, good, good. Yeah. Yeah, they basically like hit you with their elbow and they knock you back. It's an interrupt, it's a CC, and it's a reposition. I just can't stand it. It does too much.
With Mandalore lately? No, he's letting you do your thing. You're still blood, though. I'd like to meet him.
Yeah, I mean, it should just be like, you know, an interrupt and a stun lock for like a second, but not a pushback. It's just, no. Don't do that.
I'll look into it for you.
Thanks. Shout if you hear something.
And when we play Trooper, it's probably going to be an option, but why would I want to push them back? I mean, I get the interrupt. It's like, I want them right there on top of me so that I can, you know, do other things to them. I don't want to go to them, you know? So I thought that was the last conversation with these guys.
This is the way to do it. Doing what we want when we want. Ain't nobody gonna say otherwise. Kinda glad I ain't killed you yet.
You still planning to?
When I do you, it's gonna be fun. Don't you worry. Figure I ain't going back to organized crime, now that I got free run of the galaxy. But that don't mean I ain't got pull. Long as I'm running with you, your black son.
When do I get my palace?
You ain't gonna be some Hutt cartel wimp. You want territory? Go take it. All I'm saying is you and yours need something. Black Sun's got your back. Now quit making a fuss before I change my mind.
So technically, no fanfare or nothing, we've actually completed the Bounty Hunter quest, because this first strike is really that whole Ilum stuff where it ends the story for the main campaign, but it's a shared story. There's nothing really unique about that. We did it once before with the, what did we do before? We did the Jedi Sentinel. So this would be the Imperial side of things, but it's basically the same. You know, you're still going to get rid of the Emperor. Same quest. So no different. And yeah. Now, well, it's not the Emperor. I misspoke. Malgus. You're gonna go attack Malgus and his ship. So yeah, the false Emperor. That's the way it terms it. But anyway, so I'll probably do this on my own at some point. But we're gonna be doing Trooper next. And I don't remember anything about it. I at all. Perry requested it, and I thought it was a good idea because we just haven't done Trooper, so it's going to be all new to me, you know. So I appreciate everybody being here and putting up with my. Oh, hey Dagger, I'm sorry. I think your mic is. This is what I was talking about. Is that I can't see everything. So sorry about that, Dagger. Hearing game audio, but not your mic. Mic is working now. Okay. I don't know when that happened because my OBS, something happened. Everything is reset. And I have no extensions. So when I fired everything up, I was like, what? I didn't update OBS. I didn't update even NVIDIA. I haven't updated anything. I just restarted my system before I stream like I normally do, and nothing was there. So I knew it was there last night because I was recording B-roll footage. So I'm gonna look into that. No worries. Good stream. Appreciate you, Dagger, because I mean, like I said, I have literally my OBS and 3 other windows just so that I can run things, because I normally have all that in OBS so I can see everything. It's not there. So appreciate you, but I'm going to try to get all that fixed. I might be back to do some Crimson Desert. I don't know, because I'm going to play it anyway. Might as well see if you guys want to just tag along, you know. But appreciate y'all being here. Like I said, we're going to be doing Trooper next. I don't think it'll start it tomorrow. It might be a weekend from now. It may be during the week. I don't really know my schedule just yet. It's a little hectic at the moment. And I don't want to do KOTOR just yet until I know OBS is fixed again. So I've got to fix all that first. So if you don't see me, it's because I didn't fix OBS. But I started the stream today and I realized all these things were a problem. So I'll check you guys later. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.